A jury has found Guy Turcotte guilty of second-degree murder in the deaths of his two children. This was the second murder trial for the former cardiologist after the first was overturned in 2013. Jennifer Hall is following that story from our newsroom. Jennifer, what more do you know?
43-year-old Guy Turcotte, a former cardiologist, has now been detained. The judge ordering him detained immediately after this verdict that came down about an hour ago now, Asha, of guilty of second-degree murder in the deaths of his two young children, Olivier, age 5, and Anne-Sophie, age 3. This was day 7 of deliberations of Turcotte's second trial. The jury had been sequestered in a nearby hotel room. We know that Turcotte himself had been in the courtroom during these deliberations, courthouse rather, in a room with family for support. His ex-wife, Isabelle Gaston, was in another part of that courthouse, also with family, while they awaited this verdict. We know that the judge had instructed the jury to look at 4 possible verdicts, as a matter of fact, one of them including not criminally responsible due to mental illness. And that's important because that is the verdict the jury received, or delivered rather, in his first trial, and that is the argument the defense had been making this time around as well. Just to remind you a little bit of the timeline, this goes back now 6 years. It was in February of 2009 that the bodies of the two children, Anne-Sophie and Olivier, were found stabbed to death at Guy Turcotte's home. Then later that month, Turcotte was charged with 2 counts of first-degree murder in their deaths. He was too ill to attend at the time due to a suicide attempt. In July, the jury found him not criminally responsible for his children's deaths. However, in 2013, Quebec's Court of Appeal ordered a new trial. Then in March of 2015, Guy Turcotte tried to prevent that, appealing to the Supreme Court to block the retrial. That, of course, was denied, and that brings us to today and the verdict of second-degree murder. I should also tell you, Asha, that during the course of the trial, Guy Turcotte always admitted to having killed his children. However, he said that he did it because he didn't want them to find his dead body. His lawyers argued that he had read emails between his ex-wife, Isabelle Gaston, and her boyfriend just before drinking washer fluid, and didn't want his children to wake up and find him dead, Asha.
And we've also heard from the children's mother. What did she have to say?
Isabelle Gaston spoke outside of the courthouse today. She said she was relieved and shocked when she heard the verdict. Quite an ordeal, as you can imagine, to sit through not 1 but 2 trials like this. Here's a little bit of what she had to say.
I was in shock. I would have liked to stand up and say thank you to all of those jury. I'm more in peace with life now, and for me, maybe I can rest and stop to battle. Yeah.
Isabelle Gaston says she does not view this as a victory because she will not wake up tomorrow to find that she has her 2 children with her again. As for sentencing, the jury's not making recommendations on that. The lawyers had nothing in that front today. It's set, however, for December 18, Asha.
Thanks, Jennifer.
You're welcome.